What you gonna do? Or what you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, or what you gonna do? Or what you gonna do when they come for you?
Cops is filmed on location with the men and women who work in law enforcement. All suspects are considered innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.
Malibu is different than a lot of locations in that there's greater distances between areas for us. Sometimes we'll get a radio call and have to drive 15 minutes to get to our call. There's also a greater variety of people out here. And I think the final answer is, that people are people. As long as there's people, there's going to be criminals, whether they're the wealthy or the drug dealers or the car thieves. It doesn't matter what area you work in. There's law enforcement to be done. You've been arrested before? Nothing, huh? Little traffic ticket, that's it? Not even a traffic ticket? Well, we'll try to make your first experience. And you're right, it's not even a gram.
Gosh. Tell you. Put your hands behind your back. What drugs are paying for a white Ford narcotics investigation?
With the police says yes, that's it.
Hey!
There might be a second person.
Person,
you have to be careful.
Good.
And I might need the doubles on this. There he is, a 3.
You got it.
6. An ounce already, looks like. Ready? Not been. Let me take care of that right now. Warrant. Location where size and type of so in the at his house. And do it too. It's not, I think. That red Montero.
Here that the driver yields to the west curve. Okay, all right. Otherwise, you want to sign? Containing no material information out.
No, sir.
I think.
See.
It looks to me like it'll do it.
Yeah,
all right.
Police department, sir! Police department! Police department!
Put some lights on there. The bag up here with an ounce in it.
Okay. That loaded 40.
Well, everything else is gravy.
Started around 5 o'clock, about 4 to enter the FP, and then our shift will start to get back at it.
What's the lights? Just straight up black point, and then it's gone.
The guy that we're going on. Each of these particular cases, both burglary and theft, the price wants to say, oh no, because I formed the intent after I went in the door. Theft, we slam them with theft with a the first offense. If they go the other route, well, they want to attack the burglary. We've got them bracketed very well. By and large, the one and from our station area are aware. Shoplift here, you go to state prison, ripping off cars instead.
Good work. You're driving with no headlights on. I don't know if we'll get there or not, but we'll try. Got him on, finally. Doing something there with his right hand. You know why we stopped you? That's one of the reasons, is your registration's all messed up. You been drinking all night, Robert? Can you come out for me for a second? Any prescription medication or anything? No, sir. Around for me? Turn around. Turn around for me. No guns or anything, right? No, sir. Well, why don't you head on over here to my park quick? Okay. Lights working now? Yes, sir. I came out of the store. I forgot to turn them on. What were you putting in the seat when we pull it behind you? This thing load? It might be, sir. Hey, what are we doing with the pellet gun? It's just, I target you. What's with this blackface makeup stuff? Halloween, sir. Halloween? My kids, yes, sir. Why do you have it in the car then? It's just like the rest of that junk hasn't been taken out. I don't clean my car very often. You got a gun in the car, you got something to disguise your face with. You doing any armed robberies in the area? Sir. So how many times have you been arrested? Total? Yeah, all together. From beginning to end. It doesn't have to be exact. I mean, are we talking 5 or are we talking 30?
No, 5 or 6, 7 maybe.
Okay, for what? Dope?
Yes, sir.
What kind of dope?
Methamphetamine.
When's the last time you did any of that stuff? Don't tell me 6 months or whatever, be honest.
Not since I've been in jail last, sir.
What?
Not since I came out of jail.
What are all the motel keys for? There's like 4 different motel keys on here.
Yes, sir.
What are those for?
Motel.
Why do you have them, though? That's
I picked them up. I collected 2 keys. I just keep them.
How many cars have you owned?
I had 7 at one time before I went to jail.
1, 2,
And they,
3, 4, 5, 6.
most of them have been impounded.
There's more than 7.
Yeah, I've changed locks quite a few times with a marital dispute.
We had a robbery a couple weeks ago up at Alpha Beta or Save One or something. The guy painted his face black. Looked like a male black. And I got a guy with a pellet gun and face paint.
I seem to remember hearing something about that, but I
don't know all the details because it was right as I was getting off. I just heard the broadcast go out. I may just take this guy then. Put your hands behind your back for me. Just put it in your pocket. I'll do it though. Just put your hands behind your back. I don't think you're giving us the full story here. Well, what I'd like to do is if you can transport him in, I'm going to run by Alpha Beta or Save One and see if they can tell me when it was, if that's the right location. I know that we had one. I just don't remember where it was at. What's he say? He says that this is for his kid's costume, that he just carries this around just because he's a target shooter. You know, don't book him or nothing. Just whatever you got to do to put him in the cage, and I'll be in. And I appreciate that. How you doing? Were you here a couple weeks ago when you guys got robbed?
Yeah.
Okay, what was the guy described as?
Had some orange stuff on him. Like,
Was it orange or black?
kind of orangish. It
Okay.
was orangish. Had a fake, I don't know if there's a fake beard or not.
Was it like a face paint?
Yeah.
What kind of gun did he have?
I didn't see it. Checker that saw it isn't here.
She said it was flat and black and shiny, so to me that looks like your Berettas.
Right.
That's what I asked her. And it was real long.
And he never took it out, though?
Well, showed it to her. You know, lifted the shirt and just lifted it like that.
That fits the type of dress.
It was right before she closed. She was up here all alone.
Excellent.
Okay,
Thank you very much.
Guys.
Mid-30s, black and brown, 6'2". That fits in perfect. Dark jacket, dark pants. Suspect comes into the checkout line and raises his jacket, displaying weapon, and says to victim 2, give me all your money. Victim 2, in fear for life, complies. Suspect exits location and flees on foot in an unknown direction. It should be noted that victim Conlon stated that the suspect appeared to be wearing makeup to possibly alter his complexion, making his skin a darker color. It is possible that the suspect is a male white without the makeup. Probably him. We're going to book him, and then we'll tell the detectives exactly what we have, and then they'll do some follow-up tomorrow morning and pin this guy to the robbery.
245 at 6831 Somerset. There are 6 victims. And additional victims are at 6826. Suspects were wearing masks. They are all armed with AK-47 and had victims pruned out prior to the 245.
That's bad. They proned him out and then executed him. Sounds like.
Female 17, 1 female 19. At location, you do not know where they are. Pier 2012.
Everybody, get back up on the sidewalk!
Okay, they were inside here. I pulled up. There was one laying over here. His leg was completely... They got a hit with AK-47.
Right.
Then there was three in there. I think one's 927D. One was to the head. One guy's stomach was wide open, and the other guy, I don't know where he got shot at. Anyway, that's what we got so far.
Do you want us to put the tape out? What do you call?
Yeah, pull this tape across here. I've got it across the rest of the park.
Okay, where do you want it? Just from like there roped and then over to the signs?
Yeah, so they
Okay.
keep going cut through.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
What you do? When the shooting started, he ran from the shooting,
Somebody give me some,
jumped to the fence, got his foot caught. Was hanging upside down with his foot caught in the fence.
What happened, man?
Watching Star Search.
Watching Star Search and what? Everybody else is just working on their stereos in their cars? Or
I
what's
heard
up?
some shooting, man, and then I came out the door, and I saw one guy in a ski mask and said, come here.
So basically, everybody was just over here working on their cars, though, and putting radios in them or whatever?
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, the shooting's starting, and somebody told you to get over here, and you split, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Brad, are you talking to this guy over here? Apparently his cousins own the shop or something?
No, I'm through talking to him.
Okay. Okay.
So that we can go back a little bit, because you're the first ones on the scene, so to speak.
Okay.
What did you see when you got here? Where were bodies located?
Okay, when we arrived at the scene, our first victim was located across the street. He was the ankle injury. Then they directed us across the street into the building. We entered the building. We had two victims down, one with a head wound right to where the blood is right now, to the right of the Pepsi machine. He was laying in a coma position. And then beyond him, near the front of the car, between the Pepsi machine and the front, was a second victim. He had been shot buttocks out the stomach. That was two of the victims inside. The third victim was in through this door and to the right in the hallway, and he was eviscerated with gunshots, I guess about 10 neck, abdomen, chest, arm, and he was.
Now that was right inside the door.
Right to the right.
On the carpet there. Okay.
Right.
And then the fourth.
That was the fourth. We had one across the street.
1, 2, 3,
and 4.
All right.
And we had a fifth victim who tried to climb over the fence to get away, and he was just had an ankle injury. And
so you do have 5 victims.
You're right. He was not struck by any gunfire though. He was he just climbed over the fence and got his foot hung up and ripped a hole in his foot.
Apparently they chased the people through the parking lot here. There's some casings over here. There's one here. What we did is we just put a cone so we wouldn't lose it. But it looks like a 308, which is pretty consistent with a with an AK-47. A real nasty round in that it doesn't matter if you hide behind a car or not. It's going to zip right on through telephone poles and everything else. So it appears that it was a robbery, only in the fact that it sounds like somebody was on the phone. A witness called here, and one of the deputies answered it just after we got here, and said that she was talking on the phone to somebody and heard someone in the background hollering, "Where's the money? Get on the floor," and that kind of a conversation going on. With the fact that one of the kids that was one of the victims here said that the people had a red rag in their back pocket, it appears to be gang related. We can't really confirm that, but it's got all the gang signs to it, and that they're armed with AK-47s. We had a gang related shooting where an officer, 2 officers from Linwood Station just about 2 weeks ago had a vehicle disabled where the suspect had come up and fired at him with an AK-47. So it may be tied in with the same group, but we're really unsure right now. And again, this one kid said the guys are the same ones that hang out over there and have the red rags and the whole thing. So I think we'll come up with somebody that knows a little more than what they're saying right now. Kind of coincidental. Did you see the sign up on the wall?
Crime Stoppers, yeah.
Crime Stoppers Security Products. They're in the business of installing alarms and things. But undoubtedly, they forgot the one on the door.
No further on their description, Temple?